She's shining. She's already shining. Good morning, sir.
Ready to go.
Hey, boss man. What's up? What's up? No Ramases yet? No Ramos or no Ramases.
Sir. What's up, guys?
What's up, bro?
Good morning, Bobby. Alicia, where's Alicia? It wasn't like nothing from the way. It was just like an analogy that just was a trip to me, and I don't know how you guys will feel about it, but let me see. I can draw this out. Maybe I could draw it out because it was. Okay, let me see here. So this is going to be the conference room I was getting ready in. There's a table here. Oh, that's too big. There's a table here, here, and here. So I don't know if you guys can see that okay, but this is the conference room. There's a table here, here, and here. I had like the groomsman's gift across the front of this table. There was like some like decorative stuff here and here and here. And like Travis, one of my groomsmen, asked the hotel to bring us some water. And so they brought us some water, but we had it all nicely set up, and he brought water and just kind of threw it all over this table. And so I just looked at the water and I was like, I'm gonna set it up nice. So I took it and I lined it all up right at the very front of the table, water bottles. I did like 2 rows or 3 rows. I just like faced them super nice. All right. No, too big. Right about here. Okay. Don't need it. Get that kind of space. Okay, so then this is me. Okay. So I practiced my vows once on the groomsmen just to make sure I was ready to go. And honestly, I don't think I was doing a very good job. But regardless, I got through it. I got through it once, and I wanted to celebrate that I got through it. So they were all listening to my vows over here. Blah, 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 blah. Right. And then I got through my vows, and I had this Gatorade bottle. This is a cooler right here. The lid open and everything. Whatever. I don't know. It was a small cooler, like that big. It was a Gatorade bottle, which I took a sip of and poured a little bit of vodka in. You know what I'm saying? Should I do that? I know what vodka is. It's okay.
She's like, yeah.
And like. I had a Gatorade bottle in my hand. I was talking, boom, boom, boom. I finished it. I was like, yeah, I got it. And I took that bottle, and I saw all those water bottles lined up right there. And I was like, yeah, right? at those bottles. It was pretty far, right? And then you see the Gatorade bottle like coming at these bottle like, and they're all like, oh no, right? And I'm like, so I threw this like, going straight to knock over and mess up everything on that table. And it was a trip because it looked like it was going straight for them, and they were lined up all at the edge of the table, just like, and then the bottle's coming straight for them, and it hits kind of like this on the edge of the table, and it didn't move any of the water bottles, and so like it started bouncing off the table, and then all the guys were like, whoa, right? And then that bottle kept flying, and it came all the way and landed straight inside of the cooler where I first pulled it out of. Like, you know, you heard of Do Perfect?
Yeah.
That's some Do Perfect right there, but it was not planned. I set up the water bottles perfectly for what I felt was an important moment. I wanted things to look good, to look aligned, to be on display. And then, even though it was me, I threw a water bottle out of it to destroy it. Okay, I mean, out of celebration, but to me, that water bottle represented something. The bottle had to hit perfectly in the right spot and have the right amount of liquid in it, right? Because it had to be opened, because the way it absorbed the table, otherwise it was totally full, it would be tight, right? But because it had a little air in it, it was able to absorb and like crush a little, right? And the way that it hit the table so perfectly and fell right back into the place where I took it out of was like an aha, like an amazing moment to me. It was that moment where everything in our lives could get knocked down. It seems like it, right? In our heads. And sometimes this time period of that water bottle flying towards it was enough time for all them to be like, oh no, in shock, and it was like in slow motion. This sometimes seems like forever. This could be a year, this could be 6 months, this could be 10 years of our future over here, right? But for some reason, it hit, bounced off, and not only did it bounce off and not ruin everything, but it landed in this thing that was a total shock, that was like perfect. It was even better than I imagined. It was even better than we set it up. And so that to me was, okay, that's faith, and that's like the result of having faith. Not only is it not going to get knocked down, but the same thing that was going to knock it down is the same thing that's going to make it even better. So I just thought that was a crazy, like, go ahead.
There you go.
Like some of the situations I've been able to come across, I definitely learned from my past experiences, and it's helped a lot, you know, with the knowledge and the building and the confidence to be able to tackle these new problems. So that's good, and that's how I pretty much learned and overcame my challenges.
Right.
And that's pretty much it.
Sweet. So how many for the year? 19. You had your real estate license.
I have my real estate license since like December 2019. So
2019.
yeah.
Okay. Almost a year. Less than a year. And
But this is
how
my
long you been on
first
the team?
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
And you got an escrow. That's where it starts, bro.
It feels good.
That's
It
where
feels
it
good.
starts. You gotta live in that feeling, because once you finally get your footing, you're like, oh, I get it now. I get it. And then it just gets a little easier, and then it gets really freaking hard. And then you put your foot into that hard stuff, and you're like, all right, I understand how to move through this. I understand, okay, now it's easier. Then it gets hard, and it gets easier and easier and easier. And then all that stuff, you understand how to maneuver through the terrain, and you can handle it.
Got to. Yeah.
True, man. It really true.
Yeah.
I've been through it already.
So
The hard part, right?
So the best thing that happened last week was definitely TP's wedding, And, you know, just setting my first appointment and opening my first escrow, all those together. It was just a great week, like, to be honest. It was a
You
great
guys
week.
moving quick.
It was a great week.
Quick.
Yeah. And so, the challenge I faced though was just making calls, and I had to just get past that fear. And what I did to overcome it was to look at rejection as a win.
Yeah.
So every time they was like,
yes,
no,
celebrate your rejection.
yeah, every time they said no, I was just like, you know, like you said, yes, like we're getting closer to the win. So.
Celebrate all the no's.
Yeah, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
So you said you booked another appointment?
Yeah, I have an appointment tomorrow, and I have one.
Did you get that one?
Yeah, I called Brief DB. And,